set up. I have two computers sitting over here. I have my laptop here with the Sony TV here that I have like dual monitor. This is where I was editing everything for minute by minute, and then right next to me, I have two working computers: a Pentium 3 1 gig and a Pentium 4 1.2 or something. And the two of them have been sitting here like in the basement for the longest time. I connected them, installed XP on both of them. I had a couple extra drives, so I actually rated the two drives and so that it could run a little bit quicker on the P4. And I was getting ready. I got it all ready to go. I was like, this is before we talked. I'm gonna install the mining software on it.
Yeah.
And then I tried downloading. You know, like the what's the term? Like what is it that you're downloading? Because I honestly don't know. Like the you know how it has to synchronize with the network?
The blockchain.
Yes, the blockchain. Thank you. So I had it downloading for an entire day. It got to 67% and it just froze.
Yeah, you know you can download the blockchain from like a torrent file.
Yeah, I know.
And then you can, a lot faster.
It is a lot faster, and I was actually thinking about doing it at work because they got crazy bandwidth there. But the last time somebody ran any torrents at work, they got rid of them fast. They knew immediately. So, but I was hoping that somebody would like upload it in one of those download sites, and then just get it from there. But anyway, so so it crashed, and then I talked to you too, and you said don't even bother because this one little dinky computer, you know, is nothing compared to the servers that they have out there now.
Yeah,
that are,
like even if you're in a pool, pool, you're not going to get anything.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, some people seem to think that the pool does help, but
oh no, it does, because the thing is, you get nothing if you go on your own, because you can't even get a single block. But the pool will get occasional blocks, and you'll get a share of that.
You get it,
but we're talking like 0. Like a tiny, percentage.
So what I've been doing is I've been watching it anyway. I have the software installed on my note right there, so that if somebody wants to send me some, you know, that made some money recently, that we know. And then it's showing me up and down. I did a little bit of research too for Canadians. Basically, Canadians have if you know somebody that already has some, you know, within the city or whatever, you could set up like a PayPal thing, and then they'll send it to you.
You have to trust someone if they have to really trust you, because they can reverse the PayPal transaction. You can't reverse a Bitcoin transaction.
No, because it's final. That's it, right? I mean, that's if they even. Oh, I see. You mean like the person that's buying? You have to trust them. Like they have to,
because they can just say to PayPal it wasn't delivered,
right?
And also PayPal doesn't allow you to buy digital currencies. Like it's against the terms of service, and so you can't even complain, because they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, you violated terms of service, so you lost that money, and now we're shutting down your account. You lose that money too.
Yeah.
Because PayPal are a bunch of very pleasant people who are not at all a bunch of fuckers.
Have you had a history with them? Is that why you're saying that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can't actually, and this actually isn't their fault, due to the way Japanese laws work for money laundering.
Yeah.
You can't send money in and out of you used to be able to send money to relatives using PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff. You can't do that anymore. It has to be like payment for something to send money to an account, or from an account in Japan.
Yeah.
So originally it was a really reasonably simple way of transferring currency, but not anymore.
Yeah.
So and that's the big problem, is that when you're buying Bitcoin is actually tricky, because you can't use PayPal or credit cards or anything like that.
No, it has to be done by a bank account, and
by bank transfer of some sort.
Yeah, there are a lot of Japanese. Oh yeah, you can do cash too. But that's kind of the same thing, though, right? That person.
Well, you got to find a guy.
Yeah, give him the.
Where's the guy?
And then you got to find a guy. Yeah. Well, at this point,
but I'm lucky because I live in Japan, so if I wanted to, I could do the bank transfer to.
Yeah, it's very easy. It's very easy if you're Japanese, that you could actually or you live in Japan. I mean, if you
Just
you
because
could
that
transfer your bank.
just because that exchange
Yeah.
is that, but I think I still have to do a manual transfer. I can't do an online transfer because you have to specify a code, and I don't think when I do an online transfer it gives me my bank gives me anywhere to specify like any kind of extra information.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the because normally you have to specify like you have to put it in
Yeah.
the payer line, but if you do it online it automatically fills it in with your account name.
So I could technically send you cash, couldn't I?
Through
If I send it to you with PayPal, don't you have it connected so that your PayPal goes into your bank account?
yes and no. Well, you'd have to send it as payment for something because you're not allowed to
Yeah.
just send me money.
No, I know. Like what we were
And then
saying. But I mean, like, rather than me going and looking for somebody who might rip me off, well,
right, but
actually,
then the thing is
they
like
can't
how ripped
really.
off. No, how ripped off are you going to get anyway? Because the PayPal fee is like
Yeah, that's right. No, obviously,
expensive.
it'll have nothing to do with you. I'm going to give you the full amount, plus the fees, so that way you don't get dinged. But if it were to drop again to like really low, like I'm talking about really low, because I'm not buying it for $50. That's too expensive.
You're crazy.